Obviously, I've kind of like been missing for a certain period of time, if you know what I mean. Life has been life, if you know what I'm saying. All I can say is, life is life, if you know what I mean. You basically can do what you can do, if you know what I mean. At a certain time, at a certain point, things are happening, things have happened, certain things have kind of like, happened, things that we probably shouldn't mention, and, stuff like that. But definitely we've been mentioning things that we'll kind of like, laugh at in the future. Yeah, what's Bossman's name? He goes by CEELOW. People call him CEELOW, but I call him C-High because it's about the vision.
Yo, see, wake up. Go studio, man. Let's go studio. Let's go find Right now, Juggen invested. Right now, Juggen invested.
Right now, Juggen invested. Either you broke or making it work. Stacking them bands elastic. Vision on scope 100. Make out the ends when I cash it. Overseas feeling fantastic. On the blocks I'm matting, there's no practice. Still applying my tactics. Coulda gone less for the year, yo. Patience cost they lay low. Pull it ball, that's CEELOW. Work, see, got me on bolo, fully on go.
Obviously, I don't plan to stop the song too many times, if you know what I mean. But Bossman goes ahead and says, Paul. Now, reality of the case is, I just have to stop it. If you know what I mean, I heard something and I kind of like, I understood it in a different language, if you know what I'm saying. Paul.
Fully on go, la ballon, telly a shelly, fast my tension. On zone, different dimension. Thanks for the love that I mentioned. On Insta, inbox, seeing the mentions. Get to know me, see your low. All the beat, all of my color.
The plan was not to stop it, but Bossman just keeps tickling me in certain areas, if you know what I mean. There's certain places that you're just not meant to be touched. Pause. With the world that we live in right now, there's certain things that we probably shouldn't be saying. Alright, cool. Let me just, rephrase my words just so that, everybody can kind of like understand me. Yeah, if you know what I'm saying. I come with the mindset of listening to the track in a certain language, but then I hear a certain language and my brain is trying to say that no. I understand something. Am I meant to understand that? If you know what I mean. Probably that confused you, but hey, we'll just keep going. Bossman got ahead and says, all bill, all macla. Let me just replay that part real quick.
All the beat, all of my color.
Did you hear that? All bill, all macla. If you want to see the full song, obviously check Barman out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to play the full song right here because what am I doing? If you want to increase the views, go give him the views. Don't give me the views. Let's go ahead into the lyrics. What's Bossman really trying to say? Bossman goes ahead and says, I'm invested. You know what I mean? In terms of what I'm doing. Now, Juggen, obviously, some people might think, oh, Bossman's trying to rob a bank or something like that. But that's not what Bossman is saying. Bossman right here is saying, Juggen invested. I'm invested into what I'm doing. I found something that maybe certain people didn't see inside of me. And I'm invested. Now, what's the plan? What do I do? The plan is to get out the ends. Now, obviously, the world that we live in, the ends doesn't necessarily mean the ends. Bossman is not talking about holding knives or guns or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, a lot of times when we hear the ends directly, we have bad vibes about it. And, we're just thinking about, oh, it's the worst case scenario. No, bro. Pay attention. Sometimes, listen. The ends or the hood, those two words right there could be used in a certain situation. I used to be in sin. I'm no longer in sin. He's thinking about, getting out the hood struggles, not necessarily knives and forks and all these other activities. No, pay attention. He wants his foot out, but he's been able to find a certain talent. Bossman knows that with this talent, let me stay invested because there's a possibility, a high chance that I'll be able to make it out the hood. Stay low. That's what he wants to do. He's called CEELOW. Now he wants to stay low and kind of like, use his tactics because nobody's there to show him how he's supposed to live, especially when he's struggling. Pay attention. Bossman said, Paul, Despacito. I'm saying, Despacito. I'm pretty sure you remember that. Paul, he believes that, he's a rising star. Not only does he say he kind of like, he brings the whole group into it. I'm saying, obviously, most of the times when you speak about the hood, when you speak about the ends, it's one of those where you associate it with a lot of other people. Because it's one of those, when you make it out, the rest of the group or the rest of the gang, man them, everybody that was kind of like, involved in that squad, the gang. Now, when I say gang, I'm not trying to go into that aspect. So get your mind out of that way. I'll use these terms, but please, there's nothing negative about Bossman right here. You know what I'm saying? Everything that Bossman is saying is absolutely incredible. Bossman then goes ahead and kind of like, speaks about certain different cars that, he kind of like, sees himself in Corsa, Persia and all of that, if you know what I mean. He sees himself in these Watties, but that's after he makes it out of the hood, out the ends. Pay attention. Obviously, kind of like, Bossman then kind of like, gets confused a little bit, if you know what I mean. It's just like, he loses focus, he dies for Nyash. Bossman is now talking about, RDC, TZ, Angola and all of that. I'm like, okay, what about it? Probably is fine, a fine girl. What is really trying to say is that, even though Bossman really want to stay invested, rising star, young Philly, you've built yourself an empire, a great empire, better squad, if you know what I'm saying. Everything's going great, and then boom, you go to Australia. That's what Bossman's saying. He talks about RDC, he talks about TZ now, that's, obviously Republic of Tanzania. You know what I'm saying? That's also another. And then he speaks about Angola. Now, Angola, Australia, they both start with an A. Young Philly. What's he really trying to say? Long story short, the message is just trying to say that, Bossman is a rising star, young Philly. He wants to kind of like, make sure that, he stays away from Australia. You can't forget about that one. All Bill, all Makla. Let's play that part again. Go ahead. All Bill, all Makla. What's he really trying to say? Now, I want you guys to really pay attention here, because I feel like you guys are not really listening to the lyrics. Not only will it stay at that, Bossman believes that he's got the capability, after achieving something, to now go and teach his nieces and nephews certain things or certain aspect that Bossman was able to learn in his mistakes that he probably made. Losing focus, Australia, p.diddy, young Philly. What's the message? What am I really trying to say? Like, what am I really trying to say? In all seriousness, we kind of like, understand how the world works. You find a certain focus, you start doing certain things, and obviously there's always distractions. Australia is a distraction. Petit. I honestly appreciate you guys for watching, if you know what I mean. My respect. I'm waiting for tracks from King Blaze. I'm waiting for tracks from Mustafa Nyasi, Lennox. CEELOW, this was great, bro. And I'm saying, keep it up, definitely. I'll be waiting for your next one. Visuals amazing, message incredible. I've already explained the message. Hopefully you guys get it, if you know what I mean. And if you guys feel like I'm chatting, let me know in the comment, what you thought the title of certain lyrics meant. Maybe tell me certain lyrics that I missed, if you know what I mean. All Bill, all Makala, petit.